Alrighty everyone, well welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out QSMP info. You know, you guys have recommended this more times than I can even imagine. Like, I've seen probably 20 to 30 comments already on different videos, on posts, especially on my Twitter. It even got linked there. But I've seen things saying that I need to check this out because it covers a lot of stuff that I've seen. And also on like my QSMP like info, no, not the QSMP info, the QSMP animatics video that we did like a week ago now. That one, you guys said explains some of the story I may have missed, kind of like the Thanatos animation, because I didn't think I saw any of that. So you guys said it would probably explain some of that, so I figured why not, we'd finally actually get to it. Also, since I've been putting this video off for a little bit, and also college started, so it kind of made this a little bit harder to get to on time. Anyway though, enough of me jibber-jabbering. Just a few more things I gotta say before we get into the actual video. Also, you guys know this as usual. If you guys at any point do like the video or anything, then consider going on down and subscribing so you don't miss any future videos like this. Also, if you want to be part of the whiteboard crew, let me know. I can get your name on up this beautiful board. I did update it a little bit, so if you saw the community post when I talked about it, I added the people that said that they couldn't find themselves, so you should be able to find yourselves when I eventually do another update on this. You should be there. If you're not, I'm sorry. I don't know how I missed you again. Anyway though, enough of me blabbering on about nonsense. Let's get right into the actual video. I would like to say sorry just before the video. If you can hear little humming or something, there's a neighbor mowing right now, so if you can hear that, I am deeply sorry. Just try to ignore it. I'll try to fix it in the editing if it's a little too loud. Anyway though, let's get right into the actual video. So like a news station is pretty much what I got from this.
Welcome to QSMP Info, where you will find news on the lives our guests lead during their stay on the island. This broadcast is brought to you by the QSMP Federation. My name is Kukurucho, and I will be your host
yes!
today. We've got much to cover since the guests arrived, so let's get started.
Yep, an entire recap. I need this actually. I am behind.
On March 2023, 17 guests arrived at Quesadilla Island. Split into two groups separated by a wall, the guests were instructed to restore power to the island through teamwork. On completion, the guests were met with a broadcast from a friendly duck welcoming them.
That duck's not friendly. That duck is not friendly. That duck is another word for duck. Just replace one of the letters. I don't trust him. There's something wrong. That duck is... You're dangerous. I know
One simple, very easy to follow rule. Do not press the red button. All guests immediately opted to disregard this rule.
I would, to be fair.
In the destruction of a portion of the wall.
I can't blame it.
This united the two groups of guests, and, more importantly, the duck informed the guests that due to breaking the rule, they would never be able to leave the island. The guests, unsure of what to do, did the only thing—
Okay, realistically, I'm sorry for interrupting this again, but like, let's be completely honest here. When was this duck ever gonna let anyone leave? Honestly, I think even if they didn't press the button, I don't think they were gonna be allowed to leave. That duck seemed like it kidnapped people. They were gonna stay there forever.
Hey,
Fit! Quackity! Quackity! Oh yeah, isn't Royer just being like murdered right now?
And explored the island together, all of them meeting someone very important. The QSMP Census Bureau representative, swiftly dubbed Kukurucho.
Kukurucho!
Ha aparecido un muñeco de nieve que habla y pregunta cosas allí al otro
lado.
¿Cómo?
Kukurucho!
The QSMP Census Bureau came around to gather some information from all guests on the island.
Whoa! What the?
It needs to gather info.
Foolish was the first one to meet two strange entities, the angel and the devil. Strange, powerful entities
I
that reward the guests with illegal items.
I come here to make love and peace.
Make love? You want to make love with
No!
me? No, that's fine. I'm single. We could...
On day 13, the guests...
Foolish! The like Angel Bear does not want to get any of that action. Leave it alone. Well, maybe it does. I don't know.
As a result of the wall's destruction, a dragon that resided on the island had flown away and abandoned its eggs. From this point on, the guests were instructed to take care of the eggs in pairs of English and Spanish speakers.
Chayanne, esta canción es para ti.
Yeah, take it out. Yeah, Dapper. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Dapper. Good job slaughtering him.
We're going to have a wrestling match with the neighbor kid.
Are you ready?
You want to wrestle with the neighbor's kid?
Baby. Throw a jab. Yeah. Throw a jab. Throw a jab.
Two members were left as single parents, Quackity, whose other partner was a mystery, and Bad Boy Halo, who cared alone. These unfit parents have to ensure the health and safety of the eggs until their true mother returns. Within the span of a week, multiple eggs lost one of two lives permanently. Due to neglect, Ramon, Juana Flipa, Cheyenne, and Talene lost lives.
We don't talk it. We don't talk about...
Oh, what is it?
Out of existence.
Oh, no.
Gone.
What? Oh, Ramon! Ramon!
Then, disaster struck. Notorious misclicker El Mariano slayed his own daughter in an unfortunate accident, leaving his husband in shambles. Slimecicle turned furious from the grief and went on a murderous rampage, aiming to slay all the other eggs to force a reset of
Yeah,
all of
I
the
remember
eggs'
this.
lives, including his daughters.
Holy fight.
Come here! Come here, you rat! You little rat! You rat child! Where are you? Where are you?
Fortunately,
Dude, Slime like went insane at that party. It was just murder spree. Kill every egg you see, scramble them.
Slimecicle is a
Don't
terrible
actually
child
do that though. I
murderer.
really like these eggs. I'd be really sad.
Oh, burger! That's a burger! Okay, that's a burger! Ow! Ow! Fuck! Okay, ow!
Ow.
My bones!
with all that
You're not a great
ruckus,
assassin,
Kukurucho
Ace.
arrived to analyze the
Assassin.
situation that all of
Yes.
Slimecicle's friends supported the idea of holding a trial to determine the fate of Juana Flipa and the possibility of reviving her. Thus, the trial of Juana Flipa was held.
Do I remember this? I don't remember this. That's a
On
lot.
day 22, the two sides prepared to face each other at the courtroom.
I
Prior
feel
to
like
the
I
trial,
remember this, but
Slimecicle
I
had managed acted as a way to defame both Mariana and Foolish, due to foolish rumors of promiscuity.
What is it showing?
Oh!
That was before I got into a family relationship with Vegeta, and there's no connection between us whatsoever anymore.
Slimecicle's transgressions towards Cheyenne were brought up by Philza with damning video evidence. But, by the end of the trial, the verdict was to revive Juana Flipa.
I
As long as
I
Mariana
definitely
and Slime
missed
served a
this.
jail sentence,
Good thing I
which
actually
they
got
escaped
this
to
because
see
it's a
their
good
daughter
catch up.
again.
Go, 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 go. I've won. Juana Flipa!
This happiness could not last forever. On day 23,
Well, that's not great.
Talene had been in the custody of Royer for the day. Upon meeting with Slime, he offered to take care of Talene with Juana Flipa for the day. As the three went on their way, enemies showed up and they had to fight for their lives. Tragically, Talene was in the wrong place at the wrong time, being struck down by Slime's sword.
Slime! What the fuck, man?
He killed it, Talene! Kind of by accident, though.
Man. Your nephew just died, and the only thing you can think of is taking a fucking selfie in front of his body.
No, it's not a selfie. It's a proof because you killed my fucking Talene. It was my Talene.
Slime exiled himself out of deep shame, leaving Royer to
Yeah, he
take
also
care of
buried
Juana
himself
Flipa.
underground.
Meanwhile,
Under
in
the
a quiet
church, I
corner,
think.
Trump lost his second life due to neglect, forgotten entirely by the members of the island. During his exile, Slime regretted his carelessness in handling his sword. Meanwhile, another case of a misclick occurs. Mariana slays Juana Flipa again,
Oh, yeah!
officializing her final death. A funeral was announced to be held for the lost eggs in the official Federation Church.
Yeah, this was where Slime had his cameras, wasn't it?
On one strange
Like he was
day,
just spying.
an entity called Aaron awakened within Lasu, an artificial intelligence that lay inside his consciousness. Confused by the world, he started communicating through the chat. Fellow guests arrived at his location, confused at what was going on with their friend. After a bit of friendly torture where they presumed they could make Lasu snap out
Friendly
of this strange
torture.
state,
What a
they
great way to
eventually realized
describe
that this
it.
really was a different entity. They taught him about the world and how things work. He was very excited and curious about the new experiences, though quickly learned about how cruel the outside can be.
Yeah,
Lasu
very
and Aaron
cruel.
would
The
share
world
his bond,
sucks.
trading control on a whim whenever the former would lay down and sleep for the night. For the most part, Lasu spent his time like any other guest, causing trouble for the others by placing landmines around the place. While Aaron expanded his understanding of the world, he decided that it was his purpose to ensure that the outside world was free of danger. He declares his new learnings, that the world is beautiful and dangerous at the same time, and that every moment spent alive is worth enjoying. Wilbur returned.
Okay, apparently I missed a lot in between because that don't make no sense to me. I mean, people always told me I missed a lot apparently, so this is pretty relevant for me because apparently I did miss a ton because I don't understand any of this.
Returned to the server after a long absence, meeting Fit MC and catching up on what he had missed.
Yet
He
I
was
remember
unaware that
this.
He was about to be forced into parenthood, just like all the other guests. As
Welcome
Wilbur
to
and Fit
life, forced
investigated the
parenthood.
dig-in,
Let's do
they
it.
discovered an attic. Within it, they found a new egg. With some reluctance, Wilbur eventually agreed to become her
That's
father.
Tallulah?
Despite sustaining herself entirely on dirt, Tallulah was a healthy, happy child that quickly bonded with her new father who got attached very quickly to his musical daughter. On
Hey,
May 27th,
Wilbur and a
the members
musical
gathered
daughter
to
sound
mourn
like a
the
great
loss of
combination.
Sean, Talene, and Juana Flipa. Slimecicle attended the funeral virtually from a secret location, using the cameras he had planted around the building to watch
He was
it.
underground, like
But
right next
he
to the
quickly
church.
revealed himself when he saw Quackity get taken away by Kukurucho to a secret room.
Trump?
Es mi hijo. Trump! Trump!
The parents of the deceased eggs were allowed a few last moments to say goodbye. However, Slimecicle...
You know, as much as I'm happy for that, I freaking hate that they had those last moments because it made me really sad and I teared up and I was like, why am I emotional over a pixel? I still don't know. I still don't know why I'm emotional over an egg. It's just an egg.
Be a way to bring his child back. After the funeral was over,
I mean, it's not just an egg,
to show
but,
hostility
you know.
towards each other. The QSMP members showed their strong displeasure with the following events. The first fight broke out between Spreen and Dapper, which resulted in a fight between Spreen and Bad Boy Hollow in the graveyard. Spectators placed their bets on the fight, and eventually Bad Boy Hollow lost. The second fight occurred between a distraught Quackity and Slimecicle, as revenge for killing Deline. Due to Quackity's lack of combat skills, Slime let him win to give him a sense of closure. And of course, after all the stressful dramatic fights, Foolish and Leonarda had a friendly parent-child sparring session.
A friendly child-parent sparring session.
Slimecicle began scheming.
What a bonding
Quackity's
moment.
plan was to deceive the others and rob them. Slimecicle had other ideas.
What if we just why don't we just start up with the egg thing and just see where it goes? Maybe you and Mariana could help.
I like the idea. The next time I see you, you're gonna be all dressed up, and I'm gonna introduce you to everyone. I'm gonna say that I have a new son. That I got pregnant overnight. I have a new son.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
How did you manage that though, Quackity?
Slimecicle would disguise himself as an egg. And
You know, I'm not gonna ask.
Quackity
We'll
as
just
his
leave
new
that
son.
to the imagination.
It was a flawless plan that was definitely not an unhealthy coping mechanism. Though, their scheming was being intruded upon
Sounds
by
like an
Bad Boy
unhealthy
Hollow
coping
and Dapper.
mechanism if you ask me.
Slimecicle quickly deployed his #1 strategy of deterring unwanted listeners.
Hey, 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 hey! I know you're over here, and I'm gonna start listing every fucking sex fact I know. Sex fact number 1, vulva. Sex fact number 2, clitoris. Sex fact number 3, shaft. Sex fact number 4, penetration.
It was highly effective.
That's, you know, that might scare me away, or it's just gonna make me very curious. So one of the two events are gonna
Before being
occur.
immediately distracted by the allure of avocado toast.
Avocado toast.
For some avocado toast.
Yeah, sure.
I gotta.
That's my reaction to avocado toast right there. I'm out.
I have a thing. I have a thing. Ooh, avocado toast.
He tripped.
Follow me.
Or died.
Require labor. Okay?
With enough work, Bad Boy Hollow gained a small amount of information and lost a great amount of toast. Meanwhile, with his new stash
Lost
of
it.
toast and a mission ahead, Slimecicle prepared a new room in the adoption center. A new, strange green egg appeared.
It's gang. The
Slimecicle used
best.
his powers of shape-shifting to transform himself into an egg as a very convincing disguise. It is still
It is
unclear what
very
effects this
convincing.
transformation may have on the mental health of an individual.
No one
fooled him
knows.
so good, didn't I? Oh, I did so good, Papa. I mean, Quackity.
What?
Throughout the rest of the day, Slimecicle pretends to be an egg named Geg, convincing the other guests with varying degrees of success.
Nothing lasts forever.
On day 33, all guests received a
Oh.
mysterious and frightening message.
Yeah, I
from the
remember what
familiar
this is
duck.
from.
Cheyenne. Status.
Alive?
Alive.
Oh my fucking
Ramon.
god.
Lula.
Hey!
Status.
No! This was so effed up.
As they learned that the eggs would all die in 6 days. Fearing that it may be the truth, the parents used what little time they had left to make these last days special. Meanwhile,
That was so
some
effed up,
parents were suspicious
man.
of the nature of the message,
That was
but
so
only
wrong.
Time would tell what it could mean. On day 39, while Slimecicle donned his disguise once more,
A
he entered a
chainsaw?
confrontation that resulted in his death. This revealed his true identity in front of all the other guests of the island.
Whoa.
Hey!
It's not what it looks like, okay?
An uncomfortable explanation had to follow, which Slimecicle expertly avoided by burying the body so he would not have to answer any questions. Was this the true end of Geg?
Was it? I don't think so. Oh, yes, the ship crashing. I remember this. Considering it was in the last video I think we checked out, or the one before with the Q. Was it in part 2 or part 3? I don't remember. That is such a nice animation for a ship crashing, though, in Minecraft. Love it.
A cargo ship had struck the island. After a heavy storm, the guests discover the crashed remains of the ship and search it for any survivors and perhaps their missing children too. Struggling through several containers of dangerous enemies, the rescue group discovers the 5
Dude,
new guests
Foolish
of the island.
died so many times in
This
those
was QSMP
containers.
Info, your
Well,
main
didn't die,
source
but
of
was like knocked
information.
down.
Stay tuned for the next news.
Okay, realistically? Okay. So, that didn't... Oh, my camera is on unfocused. Please focus back on me. I need, please. There we go. It fixed itself. Good job. All right. That was going to be very awkward if that didn't fix itself. Okay. This didn't catch me up on nearly as much info as I thought it was going to. But, however, it did catch me up on info that I did not know, which I've already forgotten because my memory is actually horrific. I'll have to rewatch it to figure it out what it was that I didn't know. The duel. I didn't know about the duel. Yes. And also there was something else before that I also didn't know. But, you know, it caught me off on info I didn't know, and honestly, that info might have been crucial to the story. So at least I know it now. I can kind of see why you guys wanted me to check this out also. It really, it caught me up on the small things that I didn't know. So hopefully, part 2 will be out for this, and it'll catch me up a little bit more on some of the more recent stuff. I thought that's what this was supposed to be, but maybe I was wrong. It appears I was wrong. So we're going to see. Anyway, though, I'm going to think about this whole video, and I'll be right back to you guys with my full video thoughts. Wait, so first off, there's one thing I want to know. So is this like, because we know that obviously Cucurucho and like the eggs and all that stuff are like admins of the server. So is this channel like run by one of the admins, or do they not run it? Is this just like really well fan made? Because honestly, I have no idea. All I know is that it's amazing. And one thing it does make you think about. So obviously later down the line, we have Selbit gets into the Federation or something. Like, you know, he gets his own office and everything, goes investigating a little bit. So since Cucurucho's running this, do you think like the new episodes are going to be leaning more on his side, or do you think they're going to say stuff bad about it? Or, you know, how do you guys think that that's going to go? Because honestly, I'm a little curious about it, because again, he works kind of for the Federation, even though it's just to get secrets. So are they not really going to think anything of it, even though they, I think, captured him in one of the other ones, or they figured out that he's doing something? At least I think it went like that. Someone clear that up if I'm a little bit wrong on that. But honestly, it'd be kind of cool if they like went a little biased on it. I'm just saying. Anyway, though, that is where I will leave today's video. So if you guys did like it, please go ahead and leave the video a like and a comment down below. Also, while you're in the comments down below, maybe recommend something else you want me to check out. Again, if you want more QSMP animations like I did in the last video, a lot of people seem to love that video, and a lot of people had recommendations for more. So if you have any animations you would want to see in another one of like those compilation videos, let me know. I'll get it on there. Also, any more QSMP stuff, if there's any stuff I missed, anyone that covers it really well, let me know. I would love to get caught up on some of the stuff I haven't understood yet. Anyway, though, I want to thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.